Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular board meeting of the Winnipeg School Division for Monday, November 15th, 2021. Before we begin tonight's meeting, I would like to remind everyone to please turn off your cell phones and any electronic devices you may have. And I'd like to state that this school board meeting is taking place on Treaty 1 land and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. Call to order and roll call. Mr. Cochin, please.
Roll call for the regular board meeting of the Winnipeg School Division for November 15th, 2021. Trustee Edel.
Here.
Trustee Reed.
Here.
Trustee Murdoch. Trustee Dumont.
Here.
Trustee Shatkowski. Trustee Chen.
Yeah.
And Trustee Broughton.
I'm here.
Thank you. Moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Reed, that the agenda be approved. Are there any additions? Seeing no additions, can I get all those in favor, please? Any opposed? Carried. Reading and confirming of minutes. Moved by Trustee Reed, seconded by Trustee Broughton, that the minutes dated November 1st, 2021 be approved as distributed. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Reading of communications and petitions. Moved by Trustee Dumont, seconded by Trustee Chen, that OC 21-21, letter from Michelle Wolfe, President, Winnipeg Teachers Association, expressing support for WANTI members to secure a new collective agreement, be received as information. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Presentation and consideration of reports. 5.1. Superintendent's report number 11-2021 dated November 15th, 2021. Moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Reed, that subject to Manitoba Education Funding Branch approval, the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with LM Architecture Group to provide architectural consulting services for the new classroom addition project at École Waterford Springs School in accordance with the Manitoba Education Funding Branch fee schedule. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Number 2, new high school at 2700 King Edward Street, consultant appointment. Moved by Trustee Chen, seconded by Trustee Dumont. Excuse me. That subject to Manitoba Education Funding Branch approval, the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with LM Architectural Group to provide architectural consulting services for the new high school at 2700 King Edward Street in accordance with the Manitoba Education Funding Branch fee schedule. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Number 3, Fresh Start Project. Moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Reed, that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into an agreement with the Manitoba Children and Youth Opportunities, MB4 Youth, in the amount of $111,751 for the Fresh Start program at Gordon Bell High School during the 2021-22 school year. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. I'm just getting a notice by Trustee Shatkowski about a meeting. Is she trying to get into our meeting? Can anyone tell me?
I will invite her.
Okay, thank you. Number 4, enter Divisional Student Services Program Funding 21-22, moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Chen, that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into an agreement with Manitoba Education and Training in the amount of $3,604,856 for the delivery of the Interdivisional Student Services Program during the period April 1st, 2021 to March 31st, 2022. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Number 5, moved by Trustee Chen, seconded by Trustee Broughton, that subject to Manitoba Education Funding Branch approval, the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with Vern Reimer Architects to provide architectural consulting services for the new addition and renovation project at École Sir William Osler School in accordance with the Manitoba Education Funding Branch fee schedule. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Chen, that the tender of SER Electric Inc. to supply all material and perform all work in connection with the electrical services upgrade 2021 at Administration Building Number 1 to be accepted in accordance with the plans and specifications therefore for the total amount of $174,215.40 being the tender price, including provincial sales tax, excluding goods and services tax, and that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with SER Electric Inc. for the carrying out of the work. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. (5.2) Indigenous Ad Hoc Education Committee Report Number 4-2021, dated October 27th, 2021, moved by Trustee Dumont, seconded by Trustee Broughton, that the Indigenous Education Ad Hoc Committee Report Number 4-2021, dated October 27th, 2021, be received as information. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Trustee Dumont, do you have any recommendations?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Chair. The committee recommends, and I so move, that the Board of Trustees establish an equity office in the Winnipeg School Division.
Can I have a seconder, please? Trustee Broughton, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. 5.3, policy. Trustee Shinkowski, did you have a question or were you just raising your hand? Are you okay?
I think her screen just froze for a second, that's all.
Oh, okay, thank you. 5.3, Policy Program Committee Report Number 6-2021, dated November 1st, 2021. Moved by Trustee Reed, seconded by Trustee Dumont, that the Policy Program Committee Report Number 6-2021, dated November 1st, 2021, be received as information. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. New business. 6.1, establish an education equity office. Notice of motion by Trustee Edel that an Education Equity Advisory Council be established in accordance with Procedural By-Law Section 41.0, which is comprised of trustees, administration, and community members, that the terms of reference be developed that will serve to improve academic outcomes for all students and address barriers faced by students from Indigenous, racialized, and oppressed communities in order to better meet their aspirations and needs. That the Education Equity Advisory Council formulate an action plan including a proposed mandate, structure, transition plan, and budget for the purpose of creating an education equity office by August 1st, 2022. This matter will be added to the agenda for discussion at the next meeting on December 6, 2021. 6.2, Employment Equity Review. Notice of motion by Trustee Edel that the Board of Trustees retain the services of an external organization to conduct an audit on employment equity in the Winnipeg School Division. This matter will be added to the agenda for discussion at the next meeting on December 6, 2021. Number 7, agenda information. Moved by Trustee Chen, seconded by Trustee Shinkowski, that information correspondence IC 48-21 be received as information. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by Trustee Shinkowski, seconded by Trustee Chen, that Superintendent's Information Report number 8-2021 be received as information. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Business matters as defined in Rule 44.7, moved by Trustee Chen, seconded by Trustee Dumont, that the board move into business matters as defined in Rule 44.7. Carried.
Madam Chair.
Sorry, I was just going to call you Trustee Dumont. Go ahead.
No problem. Madam Chair, I would like to report on the following. The members of the board discussed Lower Secord school ventilation, Wanty collective bargaining, COVID-19 update, and leaves of absence. At 8:18, the board went into closed camera with our Chief Superintendent, Secretary Treasurer, Director of Human Resources, Mr. Barnaby, and the board and community liaison, and received an information technology update.
Thank you, Trustee Dumont. Moved by Trustee Reed that the meeting be adjourned. All in favor? Carried. Thank you, everyone. Have a peaceful evening.